What's up, nerds? It's your boy, the OG GM, on a rainy Saturday morning here at Site B at 9 o'clock in the morning. It's about 52 degrees and raining. It's the 10th day of December. I'm drinking coffee because it's cold. Support me, Beanwater. I will sell out. And it's the end of the year, which means the rest of the world is putting out their end of the year awards for best role-playing game or whatever, and putting out their expectations for 2023. Not to be outdone, I've decided to do my own version of an award show for gaming. And that is the top 5 things I don't understand about gaming in 2022. So, top 5 tabletop role-playing game trends of 2022 that I did not understand. Warning, this is a monetized video, which means you might see an ad at the beginning and the end. So if you don't like ads on your YouTube, probably should stop watching now. All right, top tabletop role-playing game trends of 2022 I do not understand. Number 1. Tabletop role-playing game companies telling people not to buy their product. If you are a cisgender white male, don't buy my product. If you are a white American, don't buy this product. Don't buy this product unless you're going to play it. And if you're going to play this product, play it right or you're racist. And if you don't buy this product, you're racist. Now, you would think the words coming in my mouth are utter hogwash. A gaming company telling people not to buy their product? Any company telling people not to buy their product. No, I don't want your money. Thank you. That's utterly stupid. That goes against the basic rules of capitalism. Who would be dumb enough to ever say, I don't want your money because of my political views or personal views or religious views? You would think it's hogwash. But it happens. It happens in the real world, at businesses, and it happens in the gaming world. And while a multi-billion-dollar company can tell one person, you know what, we don't want you in our store, a gaming company that maybe will gross, if it's lucky, a couple 100,000 at the end of the year is not in the position to say, don't buy my product. And yet, games like Coyote and Crow and several others have said to people, because of politics and, non-existent stereotypes and discrimination, don't buy my product. Literally, if you're a cisgender white male, do not buy this game. There's literally a game that said that. Now, I understand standing by your principles. I understand, if you want to support a cause, if you're very strongly about something, and that affects politics, and those, if somebody comes to you that doesn't reflect your same politics, it's very easy to tell them, I don't want to be around here. But this is a business. Your job is to make money off of your product. Keep a roof over your head, keep food in your belly, support your workers, support your family. Otherwise, why do this? And if you want to give your product away for free and, behind a paywall that says you can only buy take our product if you go behind our paywall, and you can only be behind our paywall if you're, I don't know, whatever, and they have to pass some kind of security test and, and show you their ID, I guess. But to just literally tell people, I don't want your money because my politics doesn't agree with your politics, it's dumb. That's dumb. And that's dumb. I don't care what your personal politics are, and you should not care what my personal politics are. I'm running a business. My business's job is to make me money. I'm not going to tell people I do not want your money. I'm going to be like, please, yes, I want your money. Come here and give me money for my product. I will keep my personal feelings at home. I will make blogs about it. I'll write a book about it. I'll go on TV and say blah, 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 blah. But I will never, ever, ever say I don't want your money. So that's a gaming trend of 2022 I do not understand. Gaming trends of 2022 I do not understand. Solo, no DM, role-playing games. or solo journaling role-playing games. Basically, the game is write a journal, and occasionally you pull from a deck of cards, or you roll a dice, and then that affects what's going to happen, and then you write more journal about it. Or you go through this game, and you're playing it by yourself, you're running it for yourself, and you're responding to prompts that are being either generated by an app, or dice, or cards. I don't get that. I do not understand that. Can't find anybody else to play Dungeons & Dragons with, or any other tabletop role-playing game, and you're sitting at home like a rainy day like me, and you want to, roll some dice and kill some bad guys and experience a role-playing scenario, but you can't because there's nobody else around. If only there was something else already in place that has existed for years, specifically designed to fulfill that purpose, where you can find both free and paid for. If only there were already existing solo games you could play by yourself that gave you the role-playing game experience. Like Nintendo, PlayStation, Xbox, computer games, Pokemon Go, Diablo? And if you need creative writing prompts, I'm not going to pay somebody $40 to send me a blank notebook and some creative writing prompts. I can go take a creative writing class at a local community college, or I can just go online and go creative writing prompts. If you're alone and you want to play a game and you see solo role-playing game, $40, you're like, oh yeah, give them $40. No! Play a video game. Go for a walk. Now, I've repeatedly asked since I became aware of this concept, all sarcasm and silliness aside, for somebody to explain to me the desire for this. And as of now, nobody has. I do not understand the market. I do not understand the idea of somebody basically paying somebody else $50, $60, $80 for what breaks down to creative writing prompts and random tables. The random table generators to generate random dungeons and random adventures for almost every scenario possible are online. I can literally type in right now, random dungeon generator, and hundreds will come up. You saw me do it for my 1,000 sub congratulatory thing. So yeah, if you just want to play a D&D game by yourself, get out your character, start out at first level, go random dungeon generator, level 1. You can even have random generators generate the combat so you feel like you're not just cheating, because otherwise you could just go, oh, my first level character goes into the dungeon. He runs into 100 goblins. I kill them. I take their stuff. I'm now second level. I mean, or you could play any one of 100 billion video games. For $40, you could buy a refurbished second generation video game system with controls and probably a game. You could download a game for $35. You can get the Yogcast Jingle Jam bundle, which has $1,000 worth of games on it right now for $35. So you should not be hard pressed to find something to do if you can't find a group to play with. I do not understand this trend. So those are the two trends of 2022 I do not understand so far. Game companies telling people they don't want their money, and solo, no DM role-playing games. Now, I was going to talk about, the one-shot tabletop role-playing game scenarios that I've made fun of a lot. But, somebody else did actually explain it to me, and basically it's just a very unusual way to describe a module. And instead of saying this is a module that can be run in 1 or 2 sessions, they call them one-shots. And, my whole thing is, what do you mean by one-shot? Like, I can never play it again? Does it literally blow up at the end of the game, Mission Impossible style? So basically, yeah, I can't really... I understand that trend. It's modules that are just being advertised in a very weird way. So those are the two gaming trends of 2022 I do not understand. There are probably a few others that have cropped up, like calling Alice is Missing a tabletop role-playing game when it was a party game. Or saying Alice is Missing was the tabletop role-playing game of the year, and then nobody ever saw the game, ever played anywhere. Or pretty much anything that has come out of Wizards of the Coast over the last year are tabletop role-playing game trends I do not understand. But those are the big two. What are the tabletop role-playing game trends of 2022 that you do not understand? If you appreciate this content, let me know. If you appreciate me using the radio voice, let me know. That's one thing I've got to work on in 2023 is communicating better when I'm doing these videos. So I actually sound like I know what I'm talking about, as opposed to when I go, we know that I garble my words because I talk too fast. So that's something I'm working on. So what do you think? Let me know. Yes, please let me know. I don't ask these questions at the end of the video just to hear myself talk. I really want to know your responses without being insulting and the direction you want the channel to go. 1,000 of you thought my channel was cool enough to subscribe, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So going forward, I want to give back. I want to give the content you want. I want to ask the questions you want. I want to look into the things that you want to look into. I want to present you product that you think you're going to want to spend money on, whether it's behind my Patreon or on my merch site. Here's the shameless self-promotion part. Hey, it's the holidays, and if you're thinking of getting somebody in your gaming life a gaming-related product, you could do worse than checking out the OGGM's merch. Link down below. All my merch is migrated over to Redbubble. I shut down the Teespring. All my gaming product for the Fistful of Minions campaign setting is on Big Geek Emporium. It's going to stay on Big Geek Emporium for the foreseeable future because I've already checked out Drive-Thru and Lulu, and I just don't like it. It's too hard to navigate. The art, I just don't understand how it is. It's a lot of bells and whistles to do something simple, and both Drive-Thru and especially Lulu wanted to charge way more for the product than I think it was worth. Like, I uploaded one of the adventures I wrote to Lulu, and they wanted to charge like $6, and I'm like, dude, this is 5 pages. Nobody's gonna pay $6 for 5 pages. I wrote it, and I don't think it's worth $6. I think it's worth maybe $2, and that's being generous. I haven't written anything yet that I think is worth $6 or $10. Maybe in 2023 I will. I am working on a larger thing, but right now, the 7-page things, I'm not going to charge you $6 for. So probably in the future, there might be an online store through my Patreon where you can buy my physical product. But for now, it's available on Big Geek Emporium. Links down below. Don't forget, I am a Fantasy Grounds affiliate. So if you're looking for a VTT, check out Fantasy Grounds. I do use it on one of the online games I play in, so I can highly recommend it. That's it. I've already spent 13 minutes of your time about this topic. Let me know what you think about the gaming trends of 2022 and where you want the industry to go in 2023. Till next time, stay warm, stay dry, stay safe. It's raining. Stay off my land.